Let's get this party started, shall we? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Daily Download. So today is the 11th, today is 11/11, right? November 11th, oftentimes referred by the mystics as the 11/11 portal. And I wanted to speak a little bit about it because I think it's quite fun and exciting. It's always really, really interesting about 11/11. We oftentimes make these things like really significant or whatever. Obviously, I love astrology. Numerology is also very, very powerful. I love numerology as well. So, you know, a lot of, and Vienna, my teacher would often say, listen, a lot of what we perceive is really about group consciousness, right? Because remember, everything is a belief. So think about it. If enough people have a point of view of something, then it becomes a reality. Okay. And I wanted to speak about this concept today with the 11/11 portal, right? A lot of people, a lot of seekers, if you will, they will often say to me, I see the number 11/11 a lot. What does that mean? Right. And you may be one of those people. You see the numbers 11/11 a lot. Maybe you look at the clock and it's 11/11 or whatever. And 11 is what we call a master number. Okay. You have 1 through 10 being the major numbers, and then 11, 22, 33, 44, etc., so forth are what we call master numbers. And they're just like a double dose of energy. Oftentimes, for example, 11/11, I was once told that it means that your angels are watching over you, or I think that's 444. 11/11 is when like there's an opening for you, right? Because 11/11 is technically, numerologically, according to the mystics, a portal. It's an energetic gateway, if you will, right? It's an energetic gateway that kind of amplifies what it is that you're asking for. Okay. And what we can actually look at is the concept of spiritual awakening, right? What does spiritual awakening mean to you? Does it mean gaining enlightenment? Does it mean fine tuning your intuition? What does spiritual awakening look like for you? And what kind of spiritual awakening have you been asking for in your life? And what if you could activate that energy today to really self-reflect on where you want to go spiritually in the year ahead? Okay. And don't stop there. Project a year ahead, 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. Um, you know, I guess it's no coincidence. Last night I had a dream, and in my dream, I had all of these people coming to my house, where my parents' house, and I was teaching a class. I was teaching a Kabbalah class. And 20 years ago, I started studying Kabbalah. And I remember the events of my life that started to lead up to me studying Kabbalah. It was one of those things where I had just been called for a path. I had been called for something greater. And I just I couldn't get there before, right? I couldn't get there. I kept thinking, oh, I want something. I want to do something. And everything, held me back. And then I remember when I finally met my first teachers, my first Kabbalah teachers, it was kind of like that knowing that you had been there before, that you knew what was being presented. You knew everything was very, very familiar to you. And that's what I think a really, really vibrationally aligned spiritual path will do for you. It will feel familiar. It won't feel like, oh, this is really far out and weird and this and that. It will feel very familiar. And the mystics say that that's because you have studied that or been that in a past life. Okay. So, what are you curious about spiritually that maybe you've been holding back on taking the next step for? And would you be willing today to jump in? Just jump in, whether that means read a book or call somebody that you know that has a practice, or set aside some time for yourself. Maybe it's about creating your own practice. You know that you can also create your own practice. I often say that I take a little bit from here and a little bit from here and a little bit from here and a little bit from there. And that's my practice. And commit to your spiritual practice. I will say that each and every one of us, every being on this planet really, really, really requires a spiritual practice, right? You can have a desire to have a career, to have money, to empower people, to make people's lives better through other ways, but there needs to be a soul that is underneath it. If you just have a goal without a soul, how much further can it really, really get? If you have the soul within your goal, then I think the universe is the limit. It will take you places that you never imagined before. And I'm definitely, definitely a product of that. I started my life out thinking, I always knew that my desire was to inspire others to follow their dreams and to live purposefully. I knew this as a child. So I always looked to celebrities and actors and all these people because I saw them and the voice that they had. They had the big voice, right? They could influence a lot of people at the same time. And it felt really, really good. And so I chased a path in entertainment. I was a professional actor for 30 years. And that energy was so important to me, right? Doing that was so, so, so important to me. And that became, let's say, the goal. But really, the soul within that goal was that I wanted to change the world. I wanted to inspire people to follow their dreams. So finally, as my acting career didn't evolve into what I really had seen in my head, I started to shift the focus and the awareness to my other passion, which is energy work, which is metaphysics, which is spirituality. And once I started to do that, everything started to really, really, really come about in my life. And the real success started to shine. So finding the soul in your goal will empower you and fuel you to greater possibilities. So soul in the goal. I love that. All right, so let's go ahead and begin the meditation today. Think about what it is you'd like to call in, what it is you'd like to manifest today in this beautiful 1111 portal. Keep your vibration high. And let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths, okay? In through the nose and out through your mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our awareness to the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from this space, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And now see yourself in this ball of light. And imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up, out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets, galaxies, and the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some dark, through those layers into a beautiful golden-like light, and through a golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Immediately, your ball of light dissolves into this beautiful energy. Expand even deeper and deeper and deeper into it. Imagine that this energy is your portal of possibilities. Allow yourself to be present with what is available today to you and to choose greater for yourself, to choose greater for your soul. So I'm going to ask for some downloads tapping into the quantum consciousness. And from here, we will perceive what energies we can activate to create a greater and deeper reality. Okay, so would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to be curious, that you are worthy of being curious, and that it's safe for you to be curious? And would you like to know what it feels like to activate your curiosity, to explore your curiosity, to invite your curiosity, to awaken greater possibilities in your life? If you like that, say yes. Oftentimes, those of us who are curious, how often do you act on your curiosity? Not very often, probably, right? So, would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to activate your curiosity? And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to recognize that you are the source of possibilities in your life? So if you have curiosity, you act upon them, you create new possibilities. So what are you curious about? Is there anything spiritual that you've been wondering about or curious about? I know for me, I have for the last several years, I've been curious about different ancient civilizations, right? The Sumerians. I've been curious about the Pleiades, Atlantis. And of course, I called into my experience, the QHHT meditation technique, and that I've been the hypnosis technique that I've been studying. So that's been really fun for me, right? So, what is it that you're curious about that you could call into your life? And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to live your day to day life without the fear of being judged? Most of us don't take action because we're afraid of being judged. So, would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is that you can live your day to day life really, really not caring what other people think? It is the greatest freedom. It is the greatest freedom. And to not care what people think is not to not have regard or care for them, but it is acknowledging that the care that you have for yourself in nurturing your creativity, your curiosity is far more paramount than the judgments that other people have about you. So everything that brings up for you and everything that doesn't allow you to be, to know, to perceive and receive that, can we destroy and uncreate it? Great. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to take action? That you're worthy of taking action and that it's safe for you to take action. Would you like to know what it feels like to look at all of your objectives, your goals, your dreams, and find the soul? What is the soul within your goal? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to exponentialize the soul in your goal? Once you exponentialize the soul in your goal, then everything takes off. Think about how hard and how furiously we work to make our goals happen. But how much effort does the soul require to make something happen? Almost none. Just takes a little bit of action, right? There's a great understanding in Kabbalah and the laws of the universe, formation of the universe, that action is all that is required. You can go from thought to creation to action to manifestation, but you've got to take action, right? And it is said that sometimes the smallest action can yield the greatest results. So what action can you take today that will yield the greatest results? So if you'd like that, say yes. Cool. So now let's shift our energy to those who require healing today. As we do so, let's just imagine them surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Imagine them happy, healthy, safe, and protected. So let's please, I ask and invite more healing for my mama. Please send her unconditional healing and light and love. Imagine her happy, healthy, safe, protected, rejuvenated, restored, reinvigorated. If you'd like that, see her in healing light. Let's also please send healing and light to Millie. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. And to John, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Let's also please send healing to Jim, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Sarah, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Carrie, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's also please send healing and light to Nikki, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's also please send healing to Hector, to Dolly, also to Marcella, and Marietta, Margarita, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. And last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love, that you be unconditional love, that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Allow that energy to come into your body and into your being, and place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself. Thank yourself for being here. Have a beautiful day and a miraculous day. And how does it get even better and better and better? What else is possible? See you guys very soon. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful 11/11. I'll see you soon.